All right, now after we've done the kick and the snare, we're going to the hi-hat. Hi-hat, again, drummer's going to have to play it, figure out where these guys are talking from. You know, usually drummers mix and match their cymbals. This might be a Siljan, this might be a pasty, you never know. So again, and depending on the manufacturer, the cymbals are always going to sound different, i.e. whether it be a hi-hat or a crash or a ride or a splash. If they're different manufacturers, even if it's the same manufacturer, they're always going to sound different because of different densities in the metals. So here we are on the hi-hat, and what you want your drummer to do is pretty much do 3 close hits, 1 open, 3 close hits, and 1 open. And the reason for that is it's going to be able to tell you how dark or how bright the cymbal is, the hi-hat is, and whether he's hitting it closer to the bell or outside towards the edge of the cymbal. And this area here, even though it's a very small area, depending on where he's hitting it, it can dramatically change your sound. Therefore, it's going to dramatically determine where your microphone's going to be. So, Jonathan, hit it. Okay. So what we're doing is we're picking up a lot of splash, a lot of air coming out of here. I'm feeling a lot of resonance coming off the cymbal right in this area here. So what we're going to do is, in this case, since he's playing it really tight and it's not so open, what we're going to do is we're probably going to put, what we're going to end up doing is put a microphone in this area about, again, I'm a close miking guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the microphone about 2 inches off the cymbal, facing in about 25 to 30 degrees, facing the middle of the hi-hat. Not the edge, not the bell, the middle for this particular sound. That'll give me a dark hi-hat sound. If I want a brighter hi-hat sound, I can move my hi-hat microphone off, same angle, and try to get some of the edges coming off of here, some of the response coming off the edge of the hi-hat, and that would give me a tighter, brighter hi-hat sound. The other thing you can do is you can just put it towards the edge of the cymbal, angle the microphone down 90 degrees, straight down, pretty much on the edge, and that can give you a really tight, almost R&B, hip-hop, bright hi-hat, tight sound that actually can translate well to rock and roll as well if you're doing rock. So it's the purpose of the exercise is you want to get neutral sounds. You don't want to lock yourself into a sound that you're going to regret having later on. So the purpose to this is get the sound you want for the particular piece of music you're doing, or get a neutral sound without having to reach for a particular style of music or a particular genre of music, you know, whether it be hip-hop, R&B, rock and roll, or ballad, top 40 or whatever. You just want to get a nice natural sound. My recommendation is, if we were going to be miking this kit, which we're going to be doing in a second, is I would probably end up going with the 90 degree down on this hi-hat just to get a nice, full, bright sound that is not too shrill or too bright, but yet it's not too dark, where I'm going to have to do a lot of sculpting or EQing to it. So 90 degrees, edge of the cymbal, that's what I would do on this hi-hat. We're going to move over to Tom's now.